Hi my little mixers, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be making creme brulee without a blowtorch. I'm sorry I didn't upload last Friday, it's been a little bit crazy, but I'm going to get right back on schedule, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So start by preheating your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's probably shocking to you guys that I preheated before cooking, but yeah, I just had to for this recipe. Start by separating your egg into an egg white and egg yolk, and for this recipe we only need the egg yolk. Add in your egg yolk to a big measuring cup, and if you don't have a measuring cup then you can just use like a medium-sized mixing bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of white granulated sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract to your egg yolk. Mix it all up. Oh, and by the way, I'm thinking of changing my channel name to that soon, so what do you guys think? So if you're using a measuring cup, then you're going to want to put heavy cream until the half cup line, or you can do 1/3 of a cup plus 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, and you can add that to your mixing bowl. Mix it all up again. It's okay if the fats separate a little bit, just do your best to combine everything together. So as it says in the title, this is a 4-1 recipe, so obviously just pour it all in, and I'm using a 6-ounce ramekin, but a 5-ounce would also work well with this. So again, because I'm only making one, I just used a bread loaf pan for like the water bath that we're about to do. Pour in water until half of the ramekin is like surrounded by water. Only like a little bit more than half is fine, but yeah, not the full thing. Carefully place it in your oven and make sure that no water splashes inside the ramekin. So bake at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for about 40 minutes or a little bit less, but make sure that the creme brulee is still like jiggly when you shake it. Here's my first time opening the oven to check on it. Here's my second time opening the oven to check on it. So notice when I'm shaking it, even the top is rippling a bit, and we want the top to be firm but the insides to be a little jiggly, so this is not ready yet. So here's my third and final time of checking the creme brulee at 38 minutes, and it was good to go. So notice when I'm shaking it, the insides are still a little wobbly, but the top isn't breaking and it's firm, so that's how we want it. Please don't come at me for my mismatched oven mitts. Carefully take out your creme brulee from the water bath so that it doesn't continue to cook. Set your creme brulee in the fridge for about 4 hours. You can also leave it in overnight if you want. So since we've made the creme part, now we need to make the brulee, and since we're not using a blowtorch, we need a saucepan, and in that put 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. To the sugar, add 1/4 of a teaspoon of honey and 2 tablespoons of water. Turn on your stove to about medium heat. So from here on out, you really have to pay attention to what's going on because it goes super fast. So just give your sugar and water and honey a small mix, and then set your wooden spoon or spatula aside for the rest of the process. It's going to simmer a bit, and you can already see that the color is changing on the sides, but this is good, so just keep watching and pay attention. So while my sugar, honey, water mixture was boiling, I was messing around and poking my creme brulee to see how jiggly it was. Yeah, that's not a good idea, so make sure you pay attention. I'm the definition of baking is not perfect because I just burnt my brulee, yet I proceeded to put it on top of my creme, and yeah, this just goes so horribly wrong, but I fixed it in the end. Looking back at this, I'm cringing so hard because you can tell that the color is totally off. Anyways, thank God it like immediately came off. See, you can see it's like peeling a little bit, so I just peeled it all off and I redid the whole thing. Meanwhile, I was left with this mess. So to just clean this up, you can just boil some water in it and it'll come right off. Okay, round 2, here we go. I'm just gonna speed this up a little bit so it's not too boring, but do the same exact thing as before, except take it off before it burns. Yes, finally. So this is the color that we want, so immediately take it off and make sure to do that fast so that it doesn't burn. You want a really thin layer of the brulee, so don't put all of the mixture in if you think it's too much. So here's the finished product. It is definitely not as pretty as I wanted it to be, but I tried my best. I forgot to mention this earlier, but this recipe is not mine, so I will link the original creator's recipe down below. I did make a few changes, but this isn't my recipe. I wish the crack of the brulee was smoother, but I ended up cracking all of it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in my next video, which will hopefully be next Friday. I will try my best to upload on time. Bye! See you guys later.